Okay then, what's going on guys? Brandon Harden here. Hope you're having a great day. Today we woke up in a place I've wanted to go to for pretty much my entire life. Like somewhere that I didn't know when I'd be coming, but I am so freaking glad that we're here now. We are in Tokyo, Japan, where we're staying. This was a gift, by the way, by Geordie, sat right there, for my birthday, because on the 5th of January, 9 days ago now, I turned 26 years old, and the trip to Tokyo, Japan, a place that Geordie always knew that I wanted to go to, was my present. I have a popular cuisine, but I'm at China. Is it Tokyo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Japan?
We're going to Japan. Oh, I don't want to film you cry.
Why did you pick Japan?
Well, because you are literally a real life anime human. All you do is watch anime, eat ramen, and
What do you mean? I follow my plan all the time. I've always been a fan of anime and just like the Japanese culture and just like all those sort of things. Obviously this was the place on my bucket list of places to go to at one point in my life, and we're here for the next 8 days. It was a 10-day trip, but I didn't really realize that because it's a 14-hour flight there and back, it like takes away 2 entire days. Yesterday we got here, it was a matter of like walking around, exploring the area. We're staying in Shibuya. Everything I say in these up and coming videos to do with pronunciation, don't roast me. Shibuya. I'm gonna give you an apartment tour. The place itself isn't small, it's that everything in it is really small. So as I'm walking around, like for example, the door frame, you'll see, you have to actually duck under things, and the kitchen surfaces are like all the way down here. This is the bedroom, you literally have to like duck under it to get in here. But it's just a typical bedroom. People in Japan, clean, very, very hygienic, and quite minimalistic at the same time. All our things are already packed away, the suitcases are in the closet area. Just about. If you jumped, you'd be knocked out. We got like an open kitchen plan, which is awesome. Me and Georgie just sat here, had some breakfast. Get rid of that. By the way, that's legal in Japan, and I didn't really even know that. So I've bought like supplementation, everything I need to stay on the off-season plan, which is fantastic. This is the kitchen, obviously everything you need, glass cabinets, we've got supplements, we went shopping, we've got some stuff packed away. And how awesome is this? A cutlery tray for chopsticks. Freaking love this. Sink, fridge, it's got some things in it already. You'll walk in a store, always, when walking around like the international section in Tesco or different like Japanese stores, I always thought to myself, do they eat like this all the time? Is this all they have? And it's true, because you walk in a Japanese store, like any store here for food, the whole place looks exactly like it does in the small little sections in English stores. Hitting protein and carbs on this trip are gonna be super easy. It's like the sodium and the fat from stuff that we're gonna have to like try and stay away from. Soy sauce makes everything better. This is the front door, and then there's 2 separate rooms. One is the bathroom. Interesting thing about the bathroom too is there's like a room for a shower. I thought this was cool. I feel like England needs to have so many things that this place has. One being a toilet seat that's actually freaking heated. This place is freezing and doesn't actually have heating. So I wouldn't usually show a toilet seat. It's clean, don't worry. It has all these buttons and I don't know what they do because they're just symbols, and I'm not going to click one because otherwise I'm going to get literally sprayed. I can see the sprayer. Now for the next room, which is probably the most interesting. I'm going to put a description on the bottom of the screen, so I'm not going to dare explain what traditionally it's for, but as I'm like kind of showing it, there'll be like a description of what it is. Through here we have a room which is a very traditional thing, woven matting, which is really nice, quite small room, flowers on the wall and everything. I thought this was really, really cool. It made me feel like I was in like The Last Samurai movie or something.
Bye.
Because of the fact that it's 3:30 in the morning here, it's like 5 p.m. in the UK, so trying to like shift this jet lag and like get used to the time zone is not gonna happen in the remaining 8 days that we do have, but we're gonna make the most of it. But I decided to stay awake. I've been doing a bunch of work stuff. I was actually chatting to everyone in the Hard Body Discord. Everyone was awake and like engaging in the chat and everything, and I did want to actually say that if you do want to join the Hard Body Discord, the link is going to be down below. It is an incredible place and it has grown so much since we actually started it. There's ranks, there's levels, there's like rewards that you get for engaging in the chat and obviously leveling up for the ranks. There's something we do literally every single day, whether it be a gift card giveaway of like 50 or 100 pound. There's something we do called Sneak Peek of the Week, where one day a week I disclose something happening behind the scenes with Hard Body. If you do want to see what's happening, you can join the Discord and see. And we also pick a champ of the week, which is where we pick someone that posts something repping Hard Body, whether it be some clothing or equipment, and they also win something as well. So it's a great place and you should join it probably. We're gonna head to the gym to get the session for the day done so we can spend the entire day after that eating, traveling, just exploring Tokyo and having a good time, trying to work out the freaking train situation. But there's a Gold's Gym really close called Gold's Gym Yoyogi. It should be pretty good, but we're gonna head there right now and hit a session. Nice and brisk. The air smells different in Japan. It smells like ramen. Cheeky little G-Wagon. No customizations there. If you want to I love walking down the streets here because it's very, very like, you just know you're in a completely different part of the world. I've been to many places in Europe, been to America, been to Canada, but there's nowhere in the world that looks quite like this. So as we're walking around, we're realizing we're in a very civilized slash like rich part. Shibuya is definitely one of the main places. I definitely recommend coming here to stay because it's like in the center of everything. When we're Googling, we've made a bunch of plans, notoriously screenshotting different places that we want to go to. Everything's so clean cut. The streets are being swept with their leaves.
So I did good then.
You did really good.
Not too bad.
Really good. Yeah. I got in a measly set of bench press. I was really trying to record it, but someone like very quickly came over and was like, please refrain. They showed me like a piece of paper that had all the rules on it because in that gym there was so many rules. You have to bring a second pair of shoes to go in the gym. So you have an outside pair and an inside pair. So tomorrow we're gonna have to bring another pair of shoes. We almost had to buy a pair of shoes, like a pair of sliders in this like vending machine that sold shoes, which is one thing. You can't record. The set of bench press that you just saw was the only thing I can record. No one screaming. Everyone was dead silent. You had to wipe down every piece of machine. You had to wear a mask inside. This isn't me complaining. This is like, it's kind of nice. Like everyone was super respectful. So now we're gonna head back, get a meal and head out for the day. I'm just definitely gonna have to put my jacket back on because although I have a juicy ass pump that I'm sorry you couldn't see, it's freezing outside. So today is gonna be jumpers, jackets and t-shirts and everything else underneath because I don't think it's gonna be warm today. One of the days it might be 19 degrees apparently, but pretty much every day it's gonna be quite chilly outside. And it must rain a lot here in Japan because there's literally locks outside for umbrellas. Like I've never seen this ever. In the UK, you'd leave your umbrella and it'd be stolen, whether you're at the barbers, whether you're at the gym, it doesn't matter where you are. Great weather.
Great weather. It's like we're back in the UK.
The Airbnb owner did leave umbrellas outside the Airbnb, probably because they knew it was gonna rain. We could have done with them right now. At least we have hoods. A lot of the places we're gonna go to today are actually indoors and we have to get the train a lot unless we're gonna Uber there. Geordie found out how to work the heaters. So she left them on the entire time, the one in the bedroom and the one here. And I feel like I just entered the sun's orbit. The air is so thick in this Airbnb right now. Very happy with the first session here. Even spoke to a Japanese guy that actually studied in Leeds in London, so actually spoke to someone English there, which is fantastic. Because obviously when all the rules like sort of happened, it made us sort of feel like we were like very like outcasted, like wearing the wrong shoes. I'm walking around the gym with a camera, which is probably making everyone feel uncomfortable. So when I had a conversation with someone actually from here, I was like, this is pretty cool. So first place on the list to go to is Mandarake Shibuya. It's basically like an anime store with like figurines, action figures, all that sort of stuff, and it's gonna put us in the right location to be where we want to explore for a little bit, and then we'll see what's around the area and get some food. Yeah.
I've never seen that.
What do we got?
We got a Zara vest. Not
it's a gilet.
Actually a vest.
It's fucking a gilet, mate.
A Zara sweater and then some Bershka pants.
We're starting off with ASOS Special. I actually typed in like Japanese style stuff and it came with this sick dragon bomber.
Dragon bomber.
Alphalete zip up to layer up because it's freaking free. By the way, look at the inside of this. Japanese style. I look like the inside of my shrine that we have. We look a waving kitty. Combats are from Strut. I think I've showed him on the vlog before. Travis Scott's. I don't support him, but I like his shoes. Got the umbrellas, one for me and one for Geordie, and the Uber is ni minutes away. Ichi ni san chi. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got ichi ni's, we got san chi's. Oh, konnichiwa. Oh, thank you for the directions. Arigatou gozaimasu. We have made it to Mandarake. We're just outside now, but like driving through these streets, through the Uber and stuff, like just looking out the windows, like there's so many just like big lights and everything, there's so much going on.
I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot to look at. So I'm like looking up, looking down, looking side. We're going downstairs. This is strange.
Cool.
What the fuck is this, dude?
That's why we came here. It's me, Captain Britain. Shit. Current situation, we've come to an ATM because the restaurant that we found, we actually went somewhere, it was 6 floors up because most of the restaurants, like I said earlier, are actually up. It was actually turned out to be like a super busy place, like it seemed really nice, but it's a half an hour to 40-minute wait. So we started walking around the street and we found this awesome ramen place, but you actually need to like pick your order on like a button thing outside. I'll show you in a second. And then when you've ordered, but you have to order with cash, we're here at the ATM to get cash out so we can actually eat. Oh yes, smells amazing. Exactly, in Japan. Happy Japanese man, very nice. I'm not sure what he said, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he was homeless because he had like a guy with him that looked like somebody was like looking after him. I'm not too sure. So you put the money in there, click the button, and then they make it. I hope the seats don't break when I sit down. This place is sick. They asked us what heat we want the ramen. Spicy, extra spicy. They also asked us what like hardness we want the ramen. Whether we want them like mushy, medium, or hard. Geordie was like, do they do just rice? And I was like, man, we're at a ramen shop.
I'm excited. This is my first true ramen experience.
This looks absolutely outrageous. It's got fried chicken, pork, grated Parmesan cheese all over the top. It was one of the most expensive ramens and definitely probably one of the most unhealthy ones. We're here to do it right. This is like 10 out of 10. And this was a random find. Ramen down, probably the best ramen I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm very, very full. But we're just walking down the street, and we're about to go to the Tokyo Drift Crossing. Tokyo at night looks incredible. I mean, it looks great in the day, but at night, like all the signs light up. So when the sun does set in the next 3 or 4 hours, it's gonna become literally a different city. But right now, we're actually walking to that crossing.
The busiest crosswalk in the world.
This is fucking wild. There is more people than I've ever seen. It's like a zombie apocalypse. There is officially more people than I've ever seen in my entire life. All the lights were red, and then when it went green, everyone sort of like swarmed. This is wild. We have 11 seconds. We officially completed the crossing. I think it's crazy. It's like on the signs and all like on all the screens. Anime is so apparent in their lives. Like there's literally every single anime on like a big poster or like a big like sort of like billboard or screen. It's like so in their culture. Right now we decided to go to a Japanese plantation place where they plant like really, really cool like sort of like these plants. If you actually eat one of the leaves, you actually extend your lifespan, which is fantastic. I'm joking, we're at a mall. It's like one of the bougiest places I've ever seen in my life. Everyone that stepped foot in this like shopping center is an absolute billionaire because everything is like a designer piece on like a special hanger, and I happen to be an absolute piece of shit and pick up something from one of these stores. I got you know those little bears, off-white, and you know all that sort of shit. Well, I got one, and it's red, it's black. I'll show you back at the place. It's hard body colors, and I was like, this is awesome. Like one day I envision myself having like a sick office with like a nice desk and like a couple things, like a picture of me and Geordie and some family and stuff, and a laptop and notes and like a lever belt sample and a sick black and red bear. We're gonna go back and we're gonna sleep. I think we're gonna take like a 2 or 3 hour nap and then come back, get some food, and then like be out for the nightlife because we are like dragging our feet. We're dying.
I had one coffee just now, and that did not even touch it.
But before nap time, we're gonna open this box that I got. Look at that. My name's Hard Buddy Jr. This is so sick. It comes as like a pair. His arms actually move, they like click into place. Here they are.
I legit can't with you. You're so special.
Do you want to buy a lever belt?
Yeah.
Wait for the restock.
When's the restock, mate?
Never! We are off on another adventure. We're going to this place called TeamLab Planets Visual Experience. It's essentially like multiple different rooms and everything, and there's loads of like light shows and different things. It's a museum of sorts of illusions and stimuli for the brain. That was probably... Epic! I thought you were just screaming, I didn't even know you said anything. The plan is right now, we're outside 7-Eleven, we're gonna get an energy drink because we are beginning to crash again. Got some food as well, like after we got out of the Uber, which by the way, do not Uber in Japan. We actually need to learn how to use the train system, which is like right above me, because you save a lot of money doing so, because I shit you not, a £30 Uber will get you 10 minutes. And inside the shop where we got a bunch of sushi, when I said there is a sea of all these kinds of food, like I was not kidding, like there's literally just like beds and rows of all the different types of sushi that you couldn't even imagine. So we got this, we're gonna take it back, we're gonna eat it when we get the energy drink, and then we're gonna head out tonight for an amazing dinner.
It's like an eat and drink like a local. Which
is this thing that was recommended to us from Airbnb, and also a great place to find like touristy things to do in an area. I feel like when we've done all the touristy things, we're gonna do some un-touristy things, like try and get lost and find some random things to do. But we've got to get the touristy things done first. And the feast is in. We just opened everything up. Geordie's already started because she's absolutely starving. This is like a Japanese omelette on top of some rice. I got some white chocolate and strawberry. Geordie got some dark chocolate and strawberry. But these look pretty cool, so I'm going to try them out, see what they're like.
Thank you so much. Time for food.
And I still can't stand to see you with someone else.
And we have arrived at the final stop of today's trip. It's called Eat and Drink Like a Local. Basically, one of the local guys put a thing on Airbnb saying he was doing a big tour for like numerous people. There's a big group of people over there. Geordie's there too. We're gonna eat a bunch of different ramens. We're gonna drink a couple different beverages and stuff that are like native to the area. I'm pretty excited to see how this is gonna turn out because I've never done this kind of thing before, like been guided by a local in any sort of area. And if it is good, I'll let you know if it's a good idea and if you should do it too.
This is the one to eat medium fatty tuna. This one melt in your mouth. So sardine. wasabi. Pinch a little wasabi.
The really pink one is so soft.
Mystery pool.
Is it good?
That's really nice.
Yes, yes.
Yes. How was that?
I'm so full.
That was freaking amazing. Honestly, like, I'm too drunk. I can't even talk.
It was great. We're gonna put the information.
A bunch of food, had some different drinks and stuff. Really upbeat, very vibrant sort of personality. We're gonna be back in 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we'll end the first vlog in Tokyo.